My name is Brandi Martin and I am a group fitness instructor at the YMCA and Absolute Fitness, and today we're going to talk about spinning class. It's also called cycling classes or spin classes, and it's a great workout for just about anybody wanting to get more fit, from beginners to advanced. It's also great for pregnant women. I just had a baby 6 weeks ago and I did spinning all the way up until my due date. So it's a great exercise for anybody and everybody, and the bike can adjust to fit any shape and size and any exercise ability level. One of the greatest things about spinning is that you can do the class in a group fitness format with your friends or other people, or you can also do it in the cardiovascular center of your fitness center just on a regular stationary bike all by yourself. Any kind of music you can think of can be used in a spin class, which is why I kind of prefer a spin class over any other of the classes. You can use country, hip hop, rock, basically any kind of music you would prefer, and just use a slower song for the slower exercises such as climbs or for your warm-up, and faster songs for your jumps or your sprints. There are a number of different adjustments that you'll need to make on your spin bike before you get started, but when you come to your first class, just ask the instructor about how to fit your bike properly so you'll have a more comfortable ride. You're always going to want to make sure that your feet are securely fastened into the cage on the bike. If you flip the pedals over, there's also a place for clip-in pedals if you prefer to use your road biking shoe. So lots of options. Your tension knob is in the middle of the bike, and you're going to turn it clockwise to make the bike work harder, and you're going to turn the bike left to allow the tension to release so that you have an easier ride. So using your tension knob and some different speeds of the pedals, we're just going to go through a short workout. You need to make sure, first of all, that you maintain a loose upper body, shoulders relaxed with a light grip on the handlebars, and just start pedaling at a moderate pace, easy to moderate pace. You always want to warm up for 5 to 10 minutes before you start any exercise. So after you've warmed up for at least 5 minutes, you could go into a couple of different exercises, and today I'm just going to demonstrate a couple of things that you can try on the bike to make your ride a little bit more exciting and less boring. So we're going to start with the climb, and what you would want to do is start at a baseline, which is a flat road, on a tension level that feels just like you were riding your bike on the road. And then about every 30 seconds or so, you want to reach down, spin the knob clockwise so that the bike becomes a little bit tougher. Ride like this for 30 seconds or more or shorter, and then add a little bit more until you're climbing a tough mountain. Okay, after a few minutes of alternating those intervals back and forth, you're going to release the tension knob. You're going to grab some water. You always want to have water during your spin workout, and you always want to have a towel just to make your ride a little bit more comfortable. You can also have a gel seat, but it makes the seat a lot more comfortable if that bothers you. All right, our second exercise that we're going to go through is called a jump. And you want a little bit more tension than a flat road. So reach down, turn the knob, and when you jump, you're going to lift with your legs and lower with your legs. What you don't want to do is pull on the handlebars. The second exercise we're going to talk about is the jump on the bike. And what you want to do is you want to use your legs to lift your body off the seat and then lower your body back down onto the seat. So you're going to come up and then lower back into the seat. Come up and lower back down. You want to maintain a loose grip, and you don't want to use the handlebars to pull yourself up. You want to use all legs. You can start by going slow with the intervals and then speed it up into single jumps, up and down, and listen to your body and don't do more than your body is telling you to do. Any kind of a jump, singles or doubles, you don't want to pull on your handlebars. Don't use your handlebars or your upper body to pull you. Use your legs so that you're coming up nice and smooth and then lowering nice and smoothly. Our third exercise is the sprint. You want to take almost all the tension off your bike, so you're turning your tension knob to the left, and you're going to pick up the pace. You can do sprints in time intervals, and I recommend between 15 to 30 seconds for a sprint. So what you would want to do is get your stopwatch out, look at it, and then when you start, you're just going to pick up the pace as fast as you can pedal for 15 seconds, and then you're going to slow down and take a break. Slow the pedals nice and gradually, get some water, take a break, and then you're ready for round 2. When you pick up the pace, make sure that you're not bouncing in your saddle. You don't want to be bouncing, because that will make for a very uncomfortable ride. You want to make sure you maintain control and keep your abs nice and tight. The fourth and final exercise that we'll go through today is a stability move. And because we work so much on our hamstrings and our glutes in spin class, this exercise is for the quadriceps, the big muscles in the front of the leg. So you want to add a little bit of tension. Okay, an easy climb type of tension. And you're going to stand, you're going to maintain a nice tall posture with your shoulders back. You're going to lock in your abs nice and tight, and then you're going to try to be as still as possible while still letting that leg move through the hip joint. And if you're doing this correctly, in about 20 seconds, you're going to feel a really strong burn in the front of your legs, working to tone and tighten those muscles. You can do that in intervals as well, however long you choose. Take a break between your intervals and remember to listen to your body. The last thing that you want to do at the end of your workout is cool down between 5 to 10 minutes. And that would just involve dropping the tension off the bike, slowing your pedals down, breathing deep, and just enjoying the ride. During your cool down, you want to cool down for about 5 to 10 minutes to a slow song. You just want to sit back and relax, take a couple of deep breaths in and out, and stretch the upper body muscles. You don't do much work for the neck and the arms in a spin class, but they do get very tight because you tend to grip the handlebars a little too tight and strain your neck. So you always want to do a couple of neck circles at the end of your workout to the front. Roll the shoulders a few times, front and back. And another one that I like to do is a forearm stretch because of the grip. Pulling those fingers back towards your body. Pushing the fingers in the opposite direction. And of course doing that on both sides. And you want to hold each stretch for about 15 to 30 seconds. We're going through it a little faster for the demonstration purposes. You want to stretch your chest, taking those arms back, or even grasping behind and pulling forward, and then stretching the upper back by pushing forward. The legs are what we really worked in a spin class, but we always want to stretch our legs off the bike. So slow the pedals down to a stop, and you can even push down on your tension knob to break the bike completely. Once you're there, go ahead, exit off the bike, nice and easy, and then you're ready to stretch the muscles of the lower body.